What's up everybody, my name is Tshepo Mofokeng, better known as Tiggie, and this is My Flow Tactics. Today we're at Mythos in Bedford Centre to speak to Pavia. Pavia is a professional belly dancer and she's here to chat to us about her passion. How's it everyone? So we're sitting with Pavia today. Pavia, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Pavia. I am 23 years old. I'm turning 24 this year. I'm currently studying biokinetics at the University of Johannesburg. I'm in my final year, which is very exciting.
Wild.
I'm Lebanese, but I was born and raised right here in Bedfordview, Johannesburg, and I'm a professional belly dancer.
So what's inspired you to become a professional belly dancer?
So I can't say there was a single moment or a single event that inspired me. When I was 8 years old, my mom put me in belly dancing classes, like a good little Lebanese girl, and I did a bit of belly dancing, and then I stopped for a while, and I always missed it. I always knew that it was my way of expressing myself, and I missed being able to do that. So probably when I was 15 or 16, I can't exactly remember, I started classes again, and it was unreal. It was just brought back all the passion that I knew I had from when I was a little girl, and I trained and I went to classes and I started doing shows, and here I am. So I can't say anything inspired me. I knew that it was in me from when I was little.
And along with that passion, how often do you train?
So, I can't say there's a set amount of days or hours that I train a week. I currently teach 3 classes a week on a Tuesday, a Wednesday and a Saturday. So if I get to the studio a little bit earlier, then when my class starts, I'll do a little bit of training then, or I'll set a bit of time aside on the weekend and, practice some moves there. So I can't say I have a definitive time of training, but you have to get it in, and I enjoy it when I do.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to enjoy something that you do so often since being a professional. And who would you say has been the most influential person in your career?
Undoubtedly, my mom.
We love moms, guys.
We do love
moms.
The reason I say that is because, like I said, when I was 8 years old, she took me to classes, and if she hadn't done that, I wouldn't have found that love for it. And now that the dancing has become a lot more serious and a lot more involved, she's always there, and she's always supporting me, and she's always like nudging me to do better and be better, and pushing me more than I thought I could as a dancer, and just really amazing. And she actually makes all my dancing outfits.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So she really is the best. So she's probably the biggest influence in my dancing career right now.
Sure, that's amazing. It's amazing to have such a wonderful mom.
Yeah.
And if you were to name a local and international performer that inspires you, who would those people be?
Okay, so a little bit cliche, but internationally, if I can think back to someone who I admired from all those years ago, Shakira. I mean,
of course, it's belly dancing.
I was always just like wowed by her, and it's just she also probably ignited that spark, So Shakira, in terms of like wow performance, she's so famous. But there's so many incredible professionals internationally and locally that really inspire me and make me want to improve constantly. One of them being Sadie Marquardt. Another one is Shakira from Poland. They both just have unreal technique, and it's something I definitely aspire to being one day.
And I saw there's a lot of props that you guys use in belly dancing. Which one would you say is your favorite and why?
Okay, so when I dance, I don't know if this counts as a prop, but I enjoy using my hips. So there's something we do, it's called a drum solo, and it's like very improv accents, hitting beats. That's probably like my most enjoyable number to perform for shows. But in terms of actual physical props, I'd say the sword and fire. Even though I'm terrified of fire, there's just something about coming out to a show and whipping out the fire and seeing the audience like, wow, you know. So I really enjoy the fire, and the sword is also very mysterious and just it's got that wow factor. So I enjoy those two.
And what would you say are the benefits of belly dancing?
Okay, so benefits of belly dancing, there's actually numerous. We can look at physical benefits, we can look at mental benefits. Physically, it's incredible for joint pain, lower back pain, the movements that we do that involve the hips, that involve the pelvis. It really gets that synovial fluid moving, which is good for lubrication of the joints. It's good for bone density. Obviously, we're dancing, we're on our feet, we're up and down. It's good in preventing osteoporosis or any other bone degenerative diseases. It is, what else? Oh, so many things. It's incredible for your self-esteem. So if we're looking at mental health benefits, so often I hear my students say at the end of the year, like, wow, this year I've really, my self-confidence has improved so much. I'm so happy with my body. Like I'm really loving myself, and that's probably the biggest benefit that I can say would benefit anyone, is what it can do for a woman's self-esteem.
And belly dancing is obviously so rich in history. Can you tell us a little bit about that history?
Okay, so the history of belly dance goes way back to ancient Egypt, where they say it started, but I mean they found drawings on walls and, you know, like artifacts from other countries like Spain and I can't remember a few of the others, which, you know, shows that belly dancing has been around for, you know, for ages.
Yeah.
Obviously with every area the clothing and the style differs to suit that particular location. Currently, belly dancing, you still have your very traditional dance styles, but I'd say it's become very influenced by the Western culture, and that's what we do today. We do a lot more of the Western kind of type of belly dance. Belly dance is also the English word. It's the English umbrella term that we got from Western culture.
Yeah.
Belly dance has many names. A common one is Rakshaki, and that actually stands for Dance of the East, meaning up there in the Middle East.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sure. And then what advice would you have for others who would like to become professional belly dancers?
So I think it's important. I can't give you advice to become a professional. I think you definitely need that drive and that passion in you to want it. So that's the first thing, is you want something. I can't say I want to be a professional hockey player because I have no interest in being a hockey player. So I think it comes with wanting firstly to do it. And then when you do have that drive in you, the best advice I can give is practice all the time. Do your research, stay updated with the times, stay updated with what's new, what's happening. In terms of now just particularly pertaining to belly dance, costumes, dance styles, different techniques. It's important to do your research and stay updated and practice. That's the most that's probably the best advice I can give, is practice.
Practice makes perfect. And you said that you teach at a belly dancing school or studio.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about your dance studio.
Okay, so my dance studio is called The Studio. It was founded about 4 years ago, so we're still very young. And I must say it's been an incredible journey of meeting new ladies every year and having them come in feeling one way and leaving just being so inspired and leaving so confident, you know, at the end of the year or by the end of the year. I teach from beginners to advanced. I also have a performance class for any of the girls who take it a little bit more seriously, that want to really just get the skills so that they can perform, what you asked earlier about becoming a professional.
Yeah.
So I have that offer available, and I love it. It's probably the best part of my week is teaching my classes.
Sure, amazing. I'm going to add a little bit of a question here because I'm
Yes.
very curious.
Yes.
Do you guys do comps for belly dancing?
Okay, good question. So in South Africa, our belly dancing, what can I call it, industry isn't unfortunately like as developed as you would find overseas, Russia, Egypt, all those international places. So as far as official competitions go, no, we don't really have.
Okay.
We have an annual event, the Miss Belly Dance South Africa competition, which I'd say is the one competition we do have a year, but I can't say it's a hugely competitive dance style as opposed to contemporary or ballet or hip hop or something like that.
Yeah. Sure, thank you for that information. That clears a lot up for me. And what do you have going on at the moment? And where can people find you?
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Facebook. It's on Instagram, Pavia, Abrosie Bellydance, and Facebook, Pavia, Abrosie Professional Bellydancer. And if you want to see any of us perform, specifically myself, all over Joburg on the weekends. If you find me on social media, you can see where I'm at that weekend and come join the party.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us, Pavia. It's been such a delight to speak to you.
Thank you for having me.
And peace out, guys. We can't wait for new things.
Thank you guys for watching today's episode. Thank you to Mythos and Bedford Centre for having us today, and thank you to Pavia for sharing with us. If you want to be featured on My Flow Tactics or know someone who would like to be featured, all our information is on our Instagram. Don't forget to also go follow us on Instagram and Facebook to keep up with what we're doing. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell to get notifications on when we pop up again. My name is Tshepo Mofokeng, better known as Tiggie, and this is My Flow Tactics.